Hi, and welcome to another session of Accountancy for the 11th Standard with me, Vishwanath Sir. As usual, my same repetitions. You have to strengthen your basic principles of your accounting entries. How these principles apply to the debit and credit are the most important and vital facts that have to be inculcated when you're doing any journal entry. I assure you that if you'll apply this, you can never go wrong. But if you do not apply and take guesses, you're going to mess up with the entire system and it is going to affect you in all the chapters. But if you're going in the right way, you're applying the modern or the traditional principles of debit and credit, you cannot go wrong. Okay, so these are certain instructions which I wish to tell you at the beginning. I shall continue from where we last left off, where we were dealing with expenses, and now I come to the income aspects. Okay, so the income aspects, when we are doing income is again nominal. Okay, and when an income is there, the principle tells credit all incomes and gains. Okay, so let us understand the aspects very clearly now and see to it that it can be put forward. Number one, received commission. Received commission rupees 5,000. Okay, what are the two accounts which is involved when you receive commission? One is cash and the other is commission or commission received. You can write commission received also if you wish to. Cash is a real account, commission received is a nominal account. Cash comes in, cash is debit. Commission received is a nominal account, it is an income. Okay, so you credit your incomes. So the journal entry for this would be cash account debit 5,000 as the amount so says, to commission or to commission received. Following it up with the narration. Okay, so received commission, you're getting money. What is a form of getting money? It is commission. Okay, this is your source of income which you're getting. So it is cash account debit to commission received account. Fine. We go in for a slight modification. Received rent rupees 10,000 by check. Okay, received rent rupees 10,000 by check. What are the two accounts which is involved? Instead of check, I will write bank. Okay, and this will be rent received. Bank real account comes in debit. Rent received nominal account income credit. Okay, so the journal entry for this is bank account debit to rent received $10,000. Okay, so this is your entry when you're getting the amount by check. So it will go to your bank account. Bank account is a real account, comes in debit. Rent received is a nominal account. Whenever it's a nominal account, we ask for two questions. Is it an expense or is it an income? Okay, is it an expense or is it an income? In this case, this is an income, so it is credit. So the journal entry is bank account debit to rent received credit. Okay, from here I go to a slide combination entry. Received commission rupees 20,000, 30% by cash and balance by check. Okay, received commission rupees 20,000, 30% by cash and balance by check. Okay, so if you are working out this 30% and the balance, 30% will give you rupees 6,000, while as the remaining will be 14,000, that is 70% is rupees 14,000. Okay, so what are the accounts which is involved? One is cash, other is bank, and the third is commission received. Cash, real account, bank, real account, commission received, nominal account, cash comes in debit, bank comes in, the check comes in debit, and this is an income. Okay, so it is credit. So the journal entry for this will be cash account debit, bank account debit to commission received. Okay, cash account will be 6,000, bank account will be 14,000, and commission received, the addition of both of them. Okay, so here the mode of payment which you are getting is split up, 30% by cash and the balance by check, that is 70%. 30% amounts to 6,000 which we put here. 70% either you minus it from 20,000 or 70% of 20,000 is 14,000. Okay, so this was a combination entry. So now let's go into those aspects where we have paid in advance or we yet have to receive it. Okay, so let's take this into account now. Let's take a very simple example as we took last time. I rent my premises. Okay, so the rent which I have to receive, is rupees 8,000 per month. 8,000 per month. So at the end of the year, I am supposed to receive 96,000. Now what happens is that the person to whom I have rented has given me 10 months rent. Okay, that means 10 months multiplied by 8,000, which means he has given me 80,000. It yet means that I have to receive 16,000. So this is what is receivable. Okay, this is what is receivable or to be received or accrued, any one of these bases. Okay, so this is receivable. So what happens in this case? You have received how much? Cash you have received 80,000. You yet have to receive, so this is a rent receivable. Okay, rent receivable 16,000. To rent received, this is your rent which is received, which is you have got already this money plus what you are supposed to get. So this will be 80,000 what you got plus 16,000 what you have to get. Fine, follow it up with a narration. So I had to receive 96,000 for the full year. I had to receive 96,000 for the full year. And in this case, I have got only 80,000, which means that I yet have to get 16,000. So this 16,000 is my asset and I have to get it in some course of time. So in your accounting period, which starts from 1st April to 31st March, it means that this whole period I should be getting 96,000, but I have only got 80,000, but yet 16,000 is the income of the current year. Okay, it's not the income of the next year, it is the income of the current year only, so I have to put that into place. Okay, now with this I shall just shift the concept a little bit. Okay, now commission. I get a commission of rupees 7,000 every month. Okay, so at the end of the year, I am supposed to get 7,000 multiplied by 12, that is 84,000. But what has happened is that the commission which I have got, is 1,05,000, which means I have got 21,000 excess. Okay, this is excess commission for the current year, excess commission. That means the commission of the next year I have got it in this year. So this shouldn't be treated as the income of this year. The income of the year should be 84,000 only. Okay, in this case, the cash which I got was 1,05,000. To commission received, that will be 84,000, and 21,000 will be commission received in advance. Okay, so this is how you account for. It is not the income of this year, it's the income of next year. So you can consider this as a liability because it's not the income of this particular year. Okay, so this was something which you needed to know. I shall give you a few sums on the basis to work out for your assignments so that you all are completely clear with these concepts. Received commission rupees 12,000 by check. Received rent rupees 80,000, out of which 75% was by cash and balance by check. Commission for the full year is rupees 6,000 per month. Okay. Received rupees 54,000. Next, rent rupees 5,000 per month. Received rupees 75,000. Okay, so this is your lockdown assignment. Please complete it. Please try to do it sincerely in order to get a better insight about the entire concept. Thank you so much. This is Vishwanath sir signing off.